Yo, this is episode number 12, man, and you on another episode of the Real and Unapologetic podcast. I'm your host, Reef, joined by my boy, my cousin C, and we bringing you today's episode. Control your damn emotions before they control you. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
If you need me to go into that, then you don't even need to be watching this shit because you probably emotional already. You know what I'm saying? So, but now being real with you, man, yo, listen, let me see you. How's your week been, man? It's been a good week though. The weather's been fucking good, man.
Yep. Weather's warming up. You know what that means for me? I'm headed out there Sunday.
Oh yeah. Oh, you ain't been to the range.
Yeah, I've been out there on that. Remember that cold day I told you? I went out there.
Oh yeah,
where's your coat?
With your shirt,
I was like, dude, I'm experimenting.
Right. Nah, that's what you got to do, man. That's how you learn shit. That's how you figure shit out, man. I've learned that, like figuring that shit out on your own. Put yourself in and sink swim. That sink swim mentality, yo. Either you gonna you would have froze and you would have learned that shit, or you would have been like, all right, this is all I need to do to withstand this shit. Either you would have withstood it, and but that's why a lot of the people don't make it, man, because they so worried about that emotional shit that, and this goes right into it. They're worrying about that. Worried alone, the word worry is an emotional fucking word.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people all the time when they be like, I'll be like, don't worry. God made warriors, not worriers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So a lot of people be off the bat fucking emotional, because they worrying off the, I don't know if this is going to do, what if the what if shit, I don't even play that in my brain, like what if shit. I don't even be like, what if this doesn't happen? What if she doesn't come? What if she doesn't show up? What if the package doesn't get here at 1? The shit'll be here at 1.
Mm-hmm.
The shit'll be here at 1.
It goes back to one of our episodes when we were talking about fear. People are afraid to challenge themselves. They want to stay in that nice, comfortable place where they know everything is safe and I don't have to worry about anything. Nah, you got to go out there, put yourself in the middle of the jungle. See if you can fend off them lions and them tigers that's coming after you. Oh, there's a snake. What am I going to do? Can I handle it? Nah, people just want, can I have a tent and a nice warm fire to keep the animals away? Nah, man. That's why I'm into that show. You ever watch that show, Naked and Afraid?
Naked and Afraid. I heard about it, but I never peeped it.
That's the show. They ain't no hiding there. They drop 2 people off with minimum supplies. They might give them like a pot and a machete and put them like in the worst areas, like in the hottest deserts, in the coldest rainforest. No clothes, a man and a woman, butt naked, and they be like, I think it's either 7 days, 14 days, or 21 days. Cats be tapping out after day 2.
So it'd be somebody they know or somebody?
Nah, 2 strangers.
Yeah, I go out there. Hope it's a nice joint, nice little Spanish joint.
Like, looking at me like, I'll be like, I want to do that. They be like, you nuts.
Yeah. Nah, that's crazy, yo. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with that, man. That's how life is, man. Naked and afraid. A lot of motherfuckers is out here. They end up naked and afraid, though. Oh, shit. They end up naked and afraid out here, man. Like, just, you gotta, this is what I learned. Life is, it's about being strategic. With all the shit that goes on, it's a mind game. And it's about you always outdoing yourself. You're not competing with nobody else in this life right now. This don't got nothing. You my cousin and shit. We don't. But this, you over here. I'm over here. This is total separate. You know what I'm saying? With individuals, we come in as individuals. We go out as individuals. While we here, we share experiences together and moments together. But at the end of the day, it's all about being strategic and figuring out how to survive and how to come up with ways so you don't fucking die. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you don't end up out here naked and afraid. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of cats don't use their mind, man. Like Coming to America. You seen it?
The new one?
The new one.
No, I haven't seen it.
You got to peep it. But so he had a son. Mm-hmm. And his son, before he can become the prince, there was 3 tests that he had to go through. One of the tests was courage, and he had to pick the lion's whiskers off with some little scissors, the little trimmers, and he had to use these, some like little tweezers, right? So he looked at him like these. He said, "This is what you do it with." So the whole thing, he was like, "How I'm gonna do that?" So he and the girl told him, she was like, "Maybe it's a mind thing. Basically, maybe you got to use. It's more of and the courage is with your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, how am I gonna do that while he's sleeping, or I got to kill him and then get the whiskers off." So basically, what he did was build a little freaking cage. He went into the jungle, had the lion chase him, jumped into the cage, flipped it over. He rubbed tuna on his shit. The lion started licking it, and he cut the cut his whiskers like that while he was in the cage. He cut his whiskers, so he outsmarted him.
And that goes right into our episode. Why was he able to do that? Because he didn't get emotional about it, and he was able to think it through. He didn't start panicking. How the fuck I'm going to cut the whiskers off a goddamn lion? Shit, I can't do that. Fuck this. Fuck being a prince.
But the thing is, he got like that though. So in the movie, you see that because he's like, he got these little fucking scissors. He see that big ass lion. He wasn't thinking until he was like, I told you, his sister was like, yo, boom, she gave him another perspective. You know what I'm saying? Perspective is, yo, this whole topic right here, man, control your emotions. It's all about that, man. Using the mind, your perspective on shit, the glass half empty, glass half full. People look at that shit. It's how you look at things instead of just jumping right into it and being like, you exploding. And I try to kick it with people all the time, man. Like, yo, just chill. Look at it. Maybe, yo, and people always be like, yo, I guess when they call me, they want to hear some shit, negative shit about something. And I'll be like, I'm the wrong one to call. I'm not going to give you. They'll be like, oh, my friend, say this is the thing. My friend, she ain't cool with me no more, or whatever. They'll say something, boom. And I'll be like, well, did you talk to her? Did you approach her? What did you say to her? Whatever. And then they're like, me, I always look at the other side, the positive in this shit. I never look at the negative because to me, I think that's very emotional when you go into the negative automatically without seeing the positive. There's always positive in every fucking thing. You get a ticket. There's positivity in that. You get shot at. There's positivity in it. You got to find it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's positivity in it, but the negative is what draws the emotions out. Yeah. When you reach for the negative, you know what I'm saying? Of anything, you look at the fucking negative, like, boom. You look at some negative shit, like, yo, they fucking did this to me. You emotional now. But if you sat back and looked at the positive in it and go, damn, if I wasn't in that situation, none of that shit would have occurred. If I'd have got myself out of this and then boom, all right, how do I avoid this next time? You controlling your emotions because you're looking at the positive. So on that note, we're going to go into uncontrolled emotions usually end with the same result. Somebody getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go right into that because that leads into that. And I'm going to let you start off, but that goes right into it. Like if you control your perspective, you can control your emotions. So if you look at the positive versus looking at the negative, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's true. If you can't control your emotions, you always going to find yourself in some type of fucked up situation. And a lot of situations just need you to take a step back and think through. When you act strictly on emotion, a lot of, I'll say the majority of the time, no good is going to come of it. You know, I mean, you don't just rush. Oh, you see a burning building. Oh, there's kids in there. Yeah, that's an emotional event. You want to get the kids out. But if you don't take that second and stop and say, you know what? Let me do this first. Let me wrap myself in some wet blankets so I can run. If you just run in there, you ain't going to save the kids and you're going to end up crispy too.
Right.
So you gotta be able to get that emotion. And for everybody that's in the sports, you see it.
He said crispy. That's fucked up, but that's what happens. It's the truth, man.
Yeah. But and for everybody that's in the sports, you see it all the time. You got one guy, let's say you got a cornerback on a wide receiver. And the cornerback all game long, he just jacking. I got you. You ain't getting shit. Look at that. Look, smack down the pass. You just talking. He doing that to get the guy to react emotionally so he can take him out the game. And what happens? The wide receiver get mad and end up throwing a punch. That's one. We got the number one guy out the game now. It's a piece of cake. You see it all the time.
Game over. So
you gotta check. You gotta check those emotions, man.
Right. I agree. See, I agree with that, man. And honestly, man, speaking of somebody getting fucked up, if you're in your emotions and you try to fight, you lose the fucking fight. Cause you're not thinking about any counterpunches, or all you're doing is swinging. You're not thinking and paying attention to him. So he's throwing a jab and you moving. You know what I mean? You're not standing there and just patiently watching the shit come like on that fucking Matrix shit. You know what I mean? Where you're like, I got him. You know, you actually end up getting fucked up because you're just throwing out. Think of two girls when they fight back in the day. I ain't seen nobody fight like that in a long time. You know what I mean? But they just swinging, yo, and whoever gets hit,
the windmill shit.
Yeah, the windmill shit, right?
And then,
and shit is all over the place, yo. Them scenes look, they end up fucking. It'd be like the weave store, every fucking weave everywhere. You know what I mean? Just, but the thing is, they're not paying attention. I mean, there's no strategy, nothing strategic about it. It's just so, like you said, the windmill, like a tornado, just hitting shit. Whatever they lands on, somebody gets fucked up.
Because it's all emotion.
All emotional.
All emotion.
Even they probably on top of the fighting and throwing wild punches, they fighting over some dude. That's an emotional already.
Yeah.
Yo, I've sworn I ain't fighting over my girl.
Absolutely.
Yo, I'm being real with you. Like, I'm not throwing one punch unless somebody's trying to fuck with her. See, the difference is if somebody try to harm her, he's getting fucked up. But he's getting fucked up not off emotions. He's getting fucked up off a principle. So the principles is going, I'm fucking you up. You know that. You just, you shouldn't have did that.
Mm-hmm.
That right there. But not if I ain't fighting over her. I mean, we ain't doing that. I'll be like, listen, okay. You know, y'all kicking the phone. Don't worry. I got this.
That's important.
I'm out. Okay? That's it. It's a wrap. It's cool. People be like, yo, why you play it like that? Because listen, I look at it like this. I told you, how you perceive things is everything. If you're going to get in your emotions behind somebody talking to your partner, your significant other, your lady friend, your boyfriend, whatever, if the invitation was extended to them and that person that you're with opened it, they obviously want to know what's up. You need to just walk away and let it go. There's no reason to argue and be emotional in that. A lot of people can't handle that. They'll be like, yo, but I've been in this, and that's the problem. Just like, yo, just chill. Listen, look at the situation, pay attention to the situation, and peep it, and then pull yourself out. Easy, just chill. Like, I get it. There's some pain involved, but again, perspective. Look at the situation. Shit, damn. Yeah, you're right. Damn, Reeve. I can't do nothing about that. I'm not even involved in that. Mm-hmm. So why be emotional? It's like that for the 4 agreements. What others do is not because of you. Don't take anything personal. Mm-hmm. You don't need to be upset. Yeah, and I get it. A person's going to be upset. They're going to be, but honestly, and the reason, like, you know, we always talk about the Real Unapologetic podcast is we putting out the truth and being real. Women, fellas, that person cheats on you or whatever. One, all right, look at the perspective again. You know what I mean? How you look at it. All right, look at it from a different perspective. Look at it like, all right. They obviously don't want me. You know what I'm saying? Or they obviously got issues they need to deal with and work on. And back then, that's what I needed. I needed to work on my shit. It was nothing she could do about anything. It was me. Totally me focusing on me, working on my shit. It wasn't about her working on her. And I know a lot of times we do that. You know what? That person will be like, I cheated because they wasn't getting this. Then leave the fucking person. That's another emotional act. People react out of that shit because they're not getting their way. Oh, she ain't sucking my dick. She ain't doing this. She ain't going this. He ain't going down. This dude at the job want to go down on me. Y'all emotional right there. You know what I'm saying? Sit down and talk to the person. Yo, what's up? Like, What's up with this? What are we doing? You know what I mean? Let's talk about this. Stay out of your emotions. And that was another thing, man, is I always told anybody that dated, yo, let's speak out of facts. Mm-hmm. It'll save us from arguing. We talk facts. Yeah. Yo, you didn't pay the rent. We can kick the fuck out. Mm-hmm. Coming to yell at me, oh, what are you going to do about it? Ain't going to solve no problem. Nope. The rent ain't paid. We got 3 days. What's up? Mm-hmm. That's going to make a dude react. Baby, I got this. Let me handle this. Or he's going to bitch up, and we're going to go into that emotional little bitches. He going to bitch up and put it on her again. But you come with facts. Go ahead, see? Yeah. But
yeah, and women gotta, you know, they gotta learn too that, you know what, by nature, they are emotional creatures. But that don't give them an excuse for some of the shit that they do.
Right.
You know, and a lot of times they come at us with emotion to get emotion out of us, you know, because we gonna be like, look, it is what it is, or we thinking from a logical standpoint. That's our nature. Mm-hmm. You know, we thinking logically. We ain't letting the emotion get involved. You know, have you ever noticed that you get into an argument with a woman? The guys always argue about the subject, what the argument about. Like you was talking about, you didn't pay the rent. That's okay. We're gonna go back and forth, but it's gonna be about the rent. Then the woman, because she can't argue logically with you, she gonna say some shit like, well, you was always a bitch ass nigga anyway, and I should have seen this shit coming, because you always done some fucked up shit, you punk ass. She gonna start making it personal.
Right.
To bring the emotion out of you. Right. So now she can feel she's on even ground again.
Even ground, right.
Because she can't fuck with you logically.
Right. On the mental. But see, fellas, take note of that. That's where you got to control your stance as a man and understand you can't ever go there with a woman on that level. And I'm sure all of us, we've all been here. That's why we learned. We learned through this shit. We've all snapped to a point where we're like, wearing a different body, like, who the fuck? Wait a minute, that's not me. And you have to stay focused. You got to stay focused and keep it a mental between any argument, even with two dudes, a woman and a dude, your boss and you, an employer and an employee. You have to keep it mental. You cannot ever go emotional. It goes emotional, shit fucks up, man. Like you said, somebody's getting fucked up. And that's a bad thing. So that's why two people being emotional is not a good thing. Now understanding, people don't understand. They'll go, I heard this shit. I'm being passionate. Now I've been passionate. There's no emotions tied because at the end, we agree to disagree and let it be. Emotions is when you can't agree to disagree. See what I'm saying? Because you want to be right. You want to be right. You want to prove that person wrong. So there's no agree to disagree there. And you just constantly like, yo, I got to prove. So you out of your all your shit. And it's not passion. You can have a great debate and be passionate about that debate. You know what I'm saying? Like we were on plenty of episodes. And, but episode 11 that we got right here, the female orgasm, that whole episode, it was about, you're being passionate about something, you're kicking it, you smile, your friends at the end of the day, you good. It's not a personal thing. I feel like, I really feel that shit. Like, I really passionately feel like dudes are turning into girls, man. And the women are allowing it because it's giving the women a position that they've never really, and I'm just gonna be real, and women, they gonna hate me for this shit, and they've already started hating me, but from the stuff I say, but it's giving the women a position that they've always wanted, and
giving them the home court advantage, man.
Right. That's the shit, and that's what I'm saying, man. So I'm not saying we need to go back to the 50s where the men were the head of house, meaning like the woman stayed back behind and shit and don't say nothing. You know what I mean? Like, no. I don't mean anything should be like that. What I mean, though, is that the man should lead. When somebody's at the door with a fucking gun, you can't get your wife and tell your wife, go to the fucking door. Go see who that is. It's late at night. Did you wake up in the fucking bed? Did you hear that? No, baby, I didn't. What's that? I just woke up. Go see what it is, babe. You can't tell your girl to do that shit. Fuck you look like doing that, man. You know what I mean? Like, and she's going out fucking grabbing a little fucking stick, and you were laying there, motherfucker, like, babe, why you out there? Bring me some juice. What the fuck is wrong with you, fucking dude? What the fuck? That was my sister, my daughter. I'll fuck you up. But for real, yo, like, when you fucking just laying there like a sucker, you know what I mean? And I'm being real because, and I'm telling you, these dudes exist because I've been in relationships and the girls have told me, and pillow talk is a motherfucker. Pillow talk is a motherfucker, man. You find out about shit in the pillow talk, man. And I'm telling you, dudes, that's why you got to have a record. You leave a record because, yo, you're going to get talked about. It's going to be a girl that trusts me. She ain't going to like your shit. And and every dude can tell, because a real dude is going to be like, if his girl is out of line, you still in love with dude? Because you can hear the difference. You know what I mean? You hear the difference in the conversation. If she's telling some shit like, yeah, he never, I never felt safe. Women love to feel safe and feel secure. And they can't, not with no bitch nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to play that little fucking track. My Dre joint. I love that shit. Bitch nigga. Yep. Then, you know what I mean? That shit is killing it right there. But, but on the real, like, you can't, man, come on, man. Dudes got to, and that's why I'm saying the pillow talk, your girl, your ex, whatever, telling me and shit. That's not what I want to hear, man. I'm being real. I'm not the dude on the listening to nobody's shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like straight up. I'm the first dude to be like, yo, no. That's not, you know what I'm saying? It's like Drake said, and it's more attractive to hear that you held it down. So that's why I want to hear from a shorty like, yo, I held it down. This is what I did. I looked out for him because then I know how she gonna treat me. But I'm saying if that happened to come out and I hear that, dudes, that's not how we should be moving. What you feel, see?
Oh, no, I feel the same exact way. I mean, there are, and I'm always going to get back onto the scientific tip. Yo, we animals, man.
Right.
We animals. By nature, there's certain things that males are supposed to do. You don't see a fucking lion just chilling and being like, oh, here comes some fucking hyenas. Yo, y'all bitches handle that. I'm just going to chill. No, he go out and he meet the problem.
Right.
He go out and face the problem.
Yeah.
Every species of animal does that.
He faces the problem.
You come up in the jungle, you turn the corner, and there's a fucking tribe of gorillas and shit. Who greets you? That motherfucking silverback coming at you like this and shit. Right. The women's lay back. That's his job. He's the male. That's what he's supposed to do.
That's what he's supposed to do. Scare you motherfuckers off.
That's it. But somewhere the shit got lost. And I'm going to tell you where I think it got lost is that, and a lot of people don't look at this, but a lot of us were just raised by women. A lot of us were just raised by women.
You ain't saying that wrong.
We didn't have the man running out the house. Yo, I'm the silverback here. Get the fuck back. We didn't have that because either our fathers were there and they wasn't really there, or they wasn't there at all. So what do we do as children? We gravitate to the person that's showing us love and start doing the things that they do. Oh, mom freaked out over this, so I guess whenever this happens, I gotta freak out. No, not if you a guy.
Right, real shit.
When you face a problem as a guy, you handle it.
No doubt.
However, you gotta handle it. You don't get all panicky and, oh shit, what I'm gonna do? How I'm gonna do this? Oh, this is gonna happen. No, just handle it. That's what you're supposed to do as a man. That's what most women want you to do.
Yeah.
That's what they're looking for you to do.
Solution.
They're not looking for you to bitch up.
Solution.
Yeah,
nah, you fucking ain't saying that wrong. See, that's the real shit, man.
That's the shit, man.
Nah, that's the real shit, man. Like, listen. You was talking about the animal kingdom, man. I seen one episode on Animal Planet. It was 2 fucking lions getting ready to come take dude's territory, yo. Dude got up, beefed up real quick, and he walked out to them. He ain't even let them get over it. He had 3 shorties, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, he had 3 joints. Like, real shit. He had 3. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was back in the freaking the Old Testament times, He was back then. He had 3 shorties, and he walks out to greet them, and they just turned around, yo, and went back. 2 lions were coming. They could have fucked him up, but they respected him. They seen him like, what's up? This is mine over here. Like he made him think, right?
Motherfuckers coming towards us.
Yo, he came towards them, yo. He didn't even stand back. And the girls just chilled. They were standing up together. They chilled. He went towards them. I said, look at this shit. And that's how this shit's supposed to go down. But guess what? Like you said, that's the leading factor right there, that being raised by a mom. And let me say something.
I'm not saying that they didn't do a good job.
No. They did a good job. The thing is, there's nothing wrong, because myself, you know what I'm saying? We were raised by moms, but we had our dad's and we had other figures in our life, uncles, and you know what I'm saying? I had the older cousins to look up to. And so it wasn't just a mixture of all the feminine, you know what I'm saying? Right. And that's what happened, is that the masculine is missing in the household. So guys are taking more of that feminine side, you know? So then something comes about, they're like you said, they bitch up, bitch nigga, you know what I mean? They go into that fucking mode and be like, and I get it, man. That's why it's important for people to focus on these problems so they can fix them and be like, you know what? That's real. You know what I'm saying? Let me respect what he's saying. That's real. Let me respect the Real and Unapologetic podcast. What's going on? Yo, that's real. Let me see what's up. You know, and that's the problem, is that a lot of guys don't want to assess themselves. And that's my favorite word on the show. That's like our word. That's our shit. We're going to take that. That's ours. Assess. You know what I mean? Assess yourself. They don't want to assess themselves to see, I shouldn't be like that. When somebody tells me something, I shouldn't tap into my emotions first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You got to always take a step back sometime. You know what? Now, like look, back in the day compared to how it is now, back in the day, you know what? I was nice with my hands. But you know what made me nice with my hands? Was because I didn't panic. I panic. I'll say, okay, this motherfucker's a little bit bigger than me. He got a little longer arm reach. That means I might have to take 1 or 2 punches so I can get inside and unleash my shit. But cats start panicking, and what they come in and they lose their game plan. They just come in
the windmill shit.
Yeah, you gotta have a game plan. You stick to your shit. All right, I know I got a nice jab. I'm gonna come in, pat, and then I'm gonna duck under, boom. But if you emotional, you ain't going to think like that.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about? Oh, he might hurt me. Got to make sure I don't get hit. Don't let the emotion take over, man. You always got to you always got to lead with your mind, man.
Nah, you real. And the thing is, when I was young, my favorite shit was always the fucking, I was nice with the headlock. Mm-hmm. I put a motherfucker right out, it's real shit. I remember fucking taking somebody down, and I was in a movie theater, And so this is what happened. Let me tell you the story. It was emotional shit. There was an emotional fucking outbreak. We in a movie theater, me and my lady, sitting there, boom. Now the fucking screen, still open. They just got the trivia shit on the board. They got the music playing. Movie didn't start yet. We got a couple right in front of us. White couple. So we just sitting there and boom, we talking, having fun, laughing and shit. Mm-hmm. So I guess we're talking and she's getting tired of it. She turns around and goes, "Can you please shut up?" Just like that. No, and she didn't even say please, because I would have said please shut up, but please shut up is still fucked up. But she was like, "Can you shut up?" My lady put her hand on my leg because she knew how. And I was like, "Nah, I'm good. Don't worry about it." So we sit there, boom, movie theater, watch the joint. So the whole time I'm like, she got to apologize. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? Just apologize. You don't talk to us like that. Like, come on. So we leave. We get outside. They come out. So I just asked. I said, "Ma'am," I said, "that was rude." I said, movie didn't start. She automatically is yelling, I'm going to call security. I'm going to call it security. I'm going to call security on you. I'm like, "Ma'am, I'm just asking for an apology. I'm going to call security." She's enraged. So she's calling security. Now, mind you, I know the movie theater. I know the managers. I go to that movie theater every week, and I'm a movie head. You know what I'm saying? So they knew me. So biker dude, leather, real shit, got the chain on, the biker leather shit with no shirt underneath. You know how they wear it with the button, you know what I mean? It's buttoned up with no shirt. Stands in front of her. It was a wrap because he gets in front of her, hey, buddy, like this. And I get it. He had to do his diligence. He had to do his dues. And I had to do mine. So I took him real quick. Boom. Took him down. And calm. It was over. Boom. The manager came. And he was like, hey, get out for the cops. I knew him. So I left. Bottom line is, in the beginning, if he would have just been and told his lady, like, hey, now, look, I could have walked out. But I had to set an example of, you don't talk to people that way. You know what I'm saying? You don't yell at nobody and say, shut up. Mm-hmm. That's emotional off the back right there. Yo, shut up. You bringing me into it. So I stayed calm through the whole movie. I never said nothing. Not one word. She came out. I just asked for an apology. Simple. I didn't say anything outrageous. Yelled at her, nothing. I just said, ma'am, that was rude. I said, you owe us an apology. Boom. Her dude, like I said, jumped in front. He wanted to be the tiger guy. So I tigered him. And that was it. But like I said, at the end of the day, that could have went a different way where he didn't have to go to sleep, and she could have just apologized, and he could have talked to her into apologizing.
It would have went a different way if it was just two guys handling it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying the women just automatically react out of emotion. It would have been easy if it was two guys, if you was watching the movie by yourself, or whatever, you was with your girl and he was there. All he could have do was like, yo, my man. He could have just approached you on that tip, yo, my man. Could you keep it down a little bit? And that's it. Yeah. You've been opened up. Oh, yo, my bad, my bad. We all right.
Nah, she said, shut up. Yo, she yelled at her. Shut up. Yeah, white lady, like she owned the theater, yo. And I was like, oh shoot. And it's in a predominantly white neighborhood, so I think she felt like this was her neighborhood. Mm-hmm. But I always, I lived right around the corner, not right around the corner, but up the street from the movie theater. And I stayed at the movie. That's why the manager came, was like, yo, he was like, yo, just get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because the cops was coming. I put the dude to sleep.
Yeah.
The thing is, I had to.
Yeah, you handled your business.
Right. And so what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, that was the problem, man, is that if he would have just turned around, like you said, and said as a man and handled it, like he touched her leg, like, baby, let me handle this. Hey, can you guys, me, I would have jokingly did it like me. I would have leaned over or something to them and be like, you guys, y'all just want to talk and have let's watch the movie. And then they would have been like, oh, I'm sorry, joke. That's me. I come off with the charm, and I want to make everything happy and cool, just chill. That whole shut up, you can't approach somebody like that. But like I said, at the end of the day, men have to get back to being men. And that's why we're talking about, fellas, why are y'all turning into emotional little bitches? And you have to realize, if that's you got to point at yourself and realize you got to snap out of that shit. And, there's several things, man, you can read. There's things you can watch that will teach you, and just hang around some other men, you know what I mean? Like, you can't hang around women all day long, or you're going to end up picking up their traits, their characteristics, their behaviors, their personalities. A man, if you're a boy and you're a teen and you don't have a dad, trust me when I'm telling you this, and you have to hang around the right type of men. You can't just hang around dudes that are, not like all for you. You're like, well, I'm around other men and they're all girls too. It's like, that ain't gonna work. You have to literally, and that's why I said, man, this is something I had to learn when I was young, because my father wasn't in the house, I had a stepdad and all this stuff. So I had to learn to assess the area, and I reached out to people that I felt were on the right path. And that's what I looked up to, you know what I'm saying? To look at people. And then when I seen different things, and you have to learn to pick out what's good in people and what you don't want. Cause we all got good in us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has good in us. Everybody does. All of us. And everything is not always good. There's certain shit that me and C don't agree with. And I'm not Like, he believes in half. And you hear us talk about this a lot of episodes. Women should get half. I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with 10%. But because I believe, I work hard as shit. So for somebody to come in and be like, well, I'm taking half and all the brain work, I'm not with it. But at the end of the day, there's so many other things about, the 99% that's great about them. I take that. I take that. That 1%, I'm not doing that 50% shit, though. We're not doing that. You know what I mean? That's
and you see that shit every day, Reef. I'm saying, especially on this internet and social media shit.
Right.
You know what? When we started this podcast, we was just like, look, I was like, yo, do you really want to do this? Because I'm gonna be speaking my mind. I know you're gonna be speaking your mind.
Right.
We get a lot of feedback from people. I could care less.
Right.
I'm doing this because I think it's something that needs to be done. I could give a shit about what somebody's commenting about.
Right.
But nowadays, as soon as somebody comment on their Facebook page or their Instagram or whatever, they showing up at the nigga house. What the fuck you say about me on that? I'll come over there. What is that about, man? He just said some words. He just said some. Y'all need to. What was that saying that you always used to say back in the day?
Sticks and stones break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Right?
Never hurt me. He typed somewhere. He ain't even say the shit to you. He typed some shit in, and now you all in your feelings.
But guess what, though? Listen. Stay right there with that. This is how the world manipulates people, because you grow up with sayings like that. Sticks and stones may break my bones, and words will never hurt me. So somebody said that. And then in the Bible, it says the power of the tongue. So, but when it becomes the power of the tongue, it's about what you say about yourself. Mm-hmm. So people think when people speak negatively about them, it's going to bring them down. That's not what brings you down. It's when you believe it or you speak negative about yourself, because it's you know what I mean? So that's that emotional shit again. So if somebody's saying, you motherfucker, you a bitch ass motherfucker, this and this and this and this, and they're saying all this shit. If you believe it, that's why it hurts. Yeah. If you believe it and you are receiving that shit, that's why you're crying, or it makes you tear, because you're believing this shit that they're saying. If you don't believe it, and it's like that other saying they used to say, whatever you say, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces over me and sticks to you. That's the other saying, you know what I'm saying? So you saying all this stuff, I'm rubber, boom, it's bouncing and going back to you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's how I look at it. But a lot of people, they take it personal. Yeah, and let me tell you something. Growing up, I asked a lot of questions. I used to ask my mom then all kind of things. I asked my mom one day about how to be a man. She said, be responsible for all your actions. That's what she told me, yo. Be responsible for all your actions, everything you do. And I remember I was what was I, like 14, something like that. And like I told you, I asked questions because I seen things. So I just wanted to know and learn, boom. And at the same time, that went on my whole life, where I continued to ask questions. Like, yo, I ask questions. I constantly ask questions because I wanted to learn, and I wanted to research to what made up and what is the makeup of a man. And a lot of times when somebody doesn't know what that is, they don't know how to research. So they just go off of what's being fed, what their mom is showing them. If she's yelling all through the house, if this person's doing this, if they don't know how to attack and plan and assess anything. Real talk, man. Growing up, Miles, my mom will tell you this. And I'll be real, man. That's why I be real with people, because I want to help people and let them understand. When I was young, I told my mom that, I needed to leave. I was like, if I stay here, because I seen my situation and I seen that it wouldn't be any better for me if I stayed and watched and everything went, you know what I'm saying? And I seen other people's situations. So it wasn't that I didn't think anybody can get out. It was just the fact that I knew what I needed to do. So I left the home when I was like 17 years old, because I knew what I wanted for me. I didn't give a shit. Like I told you, I was on Fifth Ave. I was down 34th Street. I was downtown on Wall Street. I seen this in New York, and I knew there was something greater outside of our hood. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people don't see that. That's like the last show in episode 5 when I was like, oh, it's what people are brought up in. Nah, if you want out, you mentally, you want out. Not emotionally. You ain't gonna get out if you want out emotionally. You never get out of any situation, out of a marriage, if you're emotionally trying to get out of it. You'll stay in this shit because mentally, your mind and your heart needs to make a decision together. They need to connect to be like, I agree. You're hurting. This ain't right for me. Let's get the fuck out. And we go. When you're emotionally in some shit and only your heart is in it, and that's why people stay in shit and they be hurt, yo. Like fucking 50 years, and then 50 years later, yo, you be like, why they getting a divorce? And you're like, I don't know. That didn't make sense. You stay together for 50 years, and then in the last minute at 88, you're going to get a divorce. You know what I mean? Like, that's your heart. Your mind never agreed with it. So you never was going to go anywhere. Your mind has to agree with everything that you do. You know what I mean? Your mind has to go, yeah, we ready to get the fuck out of there, man. It's hot as fuck in here. Turn the AC on. That's what when you're hot, emotionally, you feel it. You feel physically, you feel it. You're getting hot, damn, it's fucking hot. Your mind tells you, get up and turn the fucking AC on. But if you sit there and you're scared and you're in your feelings, you're like, yo, I don't want to turn the AC on. I don't pay their bill. You're going to fucking sweat like a motherfucker because your mind, no, real shit. Your mind ain't telling you to get the fuck up and do something about it. So you stay in shit. Yo, listen, I watch people all the time. They won't do it. What's that saying? What's the shit? Closed mouth don't get fed. You got to say something, man. Anything you want out of. So that's the thing, man. A lot of times people stay in shit, and I watch it, man. I'll be like, yo, and they ask me, Reef, yo, what do you do? And I'll be like, look, I want to do the shit. I'm just being real. But Reef, I got to get a plan. I got to do this. Listen, your plan is right there. You got the plan. That's your plan, yo. Do you like it? How you feeling and shit? I mean, and now I understand, like, if something's just hard and you running from something that's hard, you shouldn't do that. I don't believe you should run. If you have a great marriage and it's great, meaning all the values are in it, and it's great, and it's made up of everything that's needed to make a marriage, then you stay in it. And if you bitching up about that, yeah, definitely. But if it's in a place where it's not that, everything doesn't mesh up, it don't make sense. Because eventually, you know what I'm saying? There's cats that stay in stuff that forever, yo. No, wait till the kids leave. And it's like, I'm not doing that shit. I don't get that, yo, man. And I know that's a whole another episode we're gonna be on with that. But no, real shit, because I want to help people all and it's not about, and people will be like, you know, women say this shit. And this is another thing, you know, that emotional shit, the emotional manipulation, which we're about to roll into, is that they use that shit, man. So they'll tell you some shit, and which is not true. They'll be like, oh, you know what I mean? How you going to help fix something when you're not fixed? And the thing is, yo, I believe the dude on the corner, the homeless dude, can teach you how not to be to be in his situation. Mm-hmm. He's in a bad situation. You can't tell him how can he do it, because he knows the situation comfortably because he's in it. So you can listen to him because he's in that bad situation. You know what I mean? Just like a cat like myself, if I tell somebody about their marriage and I go, look, you don't want to cheat on that girl. She's a good girl. Like, you're going to end up ruining things, because I've seen it with my own eyes, that when I divorced my ex-wife and what it did to my kids, and now I had to explain to my kids and we had to deal with that, I can teach you. Even though you say, well, you didn't have a successful marriage. I don't need to have success. It was a successful divorce. Real shit. I mean, yo, real shit. It was successful, and I successfully did it, so I could teach you how to stay in it so you don't end up in that situation. I don't want, me personally, this is that emotional shit again. I don't want to give nobody my shit. Mm-hmm. Why would I want to give you some shit if I'm fucked up? Like, if I got a cold, why would I want to go? That to me is, you are doing shit out of spite. That's a vengeful mindset. You know what I'm saying? To be like, yo, I want to get this motherfucker my cold. I got sick. Yo, come over here. Yo, let me hear. I got a lollipop. You want some of this? It's like, you know, you got a sore throat. Like, I don't want to give nobody my bad moods. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get that.
Yeah.
So
and women won't admit it, but men are good at that. You know, you got some men who fuck it up, you know, but for the most part, you keep your, like, if you go to work and you have a fucked up day, your wife and family don't never know.
Right.
Because you leave that shit there.
You leave though.
You leave it. You don't bring that emotional shit that you feel on your job home, because that's just gonna fuck up your shit at home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you guys, like I said, you got some guys who fuck that up. But for the most part, yeah, if I have a bad day at work, that's it. As soon as I leave that job, it's over and done with. I'm going home. I'm happy now. I'm smiling. Hey, I get to see my kids. Hey, I get to let's go. Fuck this job. That's the attitude. Once you walk through the door, fuck that job. I'm out.
Yo, real shit. Yo, I say that shit all the time. See, I'd be like, and people hear me say that, and I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. And they'd be like, and they'll say it before me. They'd be like, I know you don't give a fuck. And I'd be like, look, I had to explain it to them. I said, I care. I care about people's feelings. I care that person doesn't get sick. I care that person gets better. I don't give a fuck if that person has a bad day and they want to call me and be angry and they're, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking that. I don't give a fuck about that. That's not something I don't take on people's emotions, man. I don't take on, especially men. That's the hard. I'm the hardest on guys because I don't believe that should be your makeup. But I'm not wasting time wrestling and all that, tussling with you. I'm gonna smack the shit out of you because you acting like a bitch. You know what I mean? Pow, like, yo, sit down, man. You know, I told one dude one time before, I said, yo, chill out before you get in trouble. Because I know he's not ready for, you could just see, you know what I'm saying? He's not ready to go there. He's like, you know, it's just, you could tell certain shit. So it's like,
that's the emotion. That's what
it's just emotion, right? So, you know, it's like, yo, I'm not doing that shit. That's why it's not even good, because to fight with a person that's not emotional, because they're thinking, they're already thinking about the move before the shit is even done. Like before you doing all this, they're like, as soon as you get right there, it's a wrap. You know what I mean?
That's another saying that my grandfather told me one time that always stuck with me. He was like, you ain't got to worry about the dog that's barking. It's the dog that don't bark that you got to worry about. And when you look at that, yeah, the guy that's mouthing off, you know exactly where he's at. You know exactly where he's coming from.
Right.
That cat that's just being silent while you popping shit, that's the nigga you got to worry about.
Right.
That nigga thinking about 50 different ways to bust your ass right there.
Right. He's sizing you up.
I'll fuck you up. I'm coming after you. You ain't got shit for me. And he just like, bam, it's over.
And if guys learn to take the reins again, stop being afraid. Stop, yo, she want to do it, I'm gonna let her do it. A girl, like I seen so many pictures and images, man. And I was gonna post something today because I got a picture, yo. I was in Maui and I got a fucking picture. I got a flat going down to the 7 pools on Hannah Highway. I got a picture of me on the floor changing the flat tire on a rental car. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to put that out because I see all these pictures that they keep showing out, and it's like they doing it on purpose. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know but somebody's behind this shit. What they're showing you know what I'm saying? But women changing tires, you know what I'm saying? Women are changing the tires while the dude's standing there like this, chilling.
Yeah, or on the phone and
on shit. The phone or some shit, or just again. Come on, man. We got to do better.
Yeah, women always, they say they want a man. They want a man that's a man. How is that a man? How are you putting up with that then? If you standing there, he ain't hurt, and he got you out in the rain, changing a tire, and you sitting in the car on your phone.
Yeah, but see, you got to remember, guys do some manipulation just like women. And sometimes women have to learn to sit back, and I'm going to be real. I'm gonna help the guys on this one. They got to learn to sit back, because you got the bitch nigger. And let me try to, I said I was going to try to clean up. You know what I'm saying?
Shit up.
Try to clean it up a little bit. But you got the bitch nigger who's you know, he's made that way. But soon as he doesn't really want to do the tire, but his girl, she wants to talk. So he goes, you do it then. Because she's like, you don't know how to change the tire? I can change the tire. Now we in this situation. And blah, 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 mouthing off. So he goes, all right, go ahead, do it. You want to be the man? Me? I get it, dude. I get you saying that. I can see how it's getting played out because I understand. But I'm gonna tell you like this. I understand. I understand. I don't agree with it. And that's what people gotta learn. Understand why people do things. You don't gotta agree. You can understand them and go, I understand she's mouthing off, and you like, fuck it, just do it. The thing is, you should never allow her to take that manhood from you. She can mouth off, let her mouth off and be like, you done? Let me get the crowbar. Let me get it. All right, sit down. I got this. Do your thing. Boom, knock it out. 15 minutes, be done, go off. But if you give your girl a crowbar because she's mouthing off, man, come on, man. You don't look. You just, huh?
He just gave up one of his nuts.
Right. The shit we say, right. She just snatched one of your nuts. And you lucky, you lucky if after that you are looked at as a man. Because that's what happens. Women listen, they got a checklist. They glasses like this. Yeah. Okay. Oh, bitch nigga section now. He's in that section. All right, I'm gonna try to see if he can make me come. Nope, I can't even fucking come, and I'm paying the bills. This nigga's gotta go. You know what I mean? And then she runs into a motherfucker, the woman guru, you know, and it's a wrap, you know. And then the girl's like, "Yo, it's a wrap. You wonder why it's over." Listen, let me tell you something, man, fellas. Make sure you do your job because it's always outwork the next motherfucker. Always. That's your job, motherfucker. Make sure you are working, man. Make sure you putting that work in you, everything, your bedroom, all your shit. That emotional shit, get rid of it. She taking that. I'm telling you, that checklist is. Yep. The checklist is going, man. And then you like, yo, this and this. You gonna leave a motherfucker while he down? Yo, you been, and that's the thing, my man. You been down. So she's checking it, and it's not that she leave you when you're down. She's checking the list. So now you ain't even trying to do that. So it's like, damn, boom, boom, boom. I get it. And then women, y'all be in your emotions. Y'all in your emotions too. Now we got to talk about the ladies. Mm-hmm. Man, women. When we gonna get off this subject? I don't think we ever. There's always enough. There's always enough to go around for y'all. Like real shit, man. Women are the masters of emotional manipulation.
And the reason behind it, when we say manipulation, guys, just think about it. Just think about it. How many times you arguing about something and you right. You are 100% right about what you're arguing about. And then what happens?
That's it.
Why'd you have to say that about me?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
And then now, because you're compassionate, you're like, oh man, she crying. Yo, she did that on purpose. Because
got you.
She knows that you're right, and that's the only way she could win.
She can break it. Yo, I seen motherfuckers is slow.
That's the only way she could win.
See, we giving out secrets. They gonna be upset at us, man. They go, yo,
let them be upset.
Yo, I be telling dudes all the time, like, yo, your girl, listen, man. Mentally, we are the same. Mentally, we all have the brain. We all can learn. We all can add. We all can divide. We all can subtract. We all can build. If you master the mind, that's what manipulation is. You know what I mean? Just being a master of the mind and knowing if I cry, I got him. I'm going to hit him where it's going to hurt, right in his heart. You know what I mean? So as soon as she do that, bow, boom, got you. But we all the same, man. So that's why, listen, women, you right. See, women are the masters of that stuff, man. Like, there's a lot to go into that, man. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stories and shit that just came in my head, like, you know what I'm saying? So, yo, listen, man.
Guys have to realize that it's being done. I'm not saying just with the crying, but on a whole bunch of other shit too. You know,
that's what I mean. Yeah, a lot.
You know, now you going out every single day and busting your ass to put food on the table, busting your ass at work. You can't have it both ways. You know? You know what? Yeah, he would love to be at home all day, but you know what? He got bills. He got to make sure the lights is on. He got to make sure there's food on the table. He got to make sure he got to take care of his shit.
Right.
So what do you want? You want a man that's going to sit home all day?
She going to talk about him too.
She going to talk about him, but she'll get on his case. You worked 17 hours today. Why you? And then it's going to come out. Who you messing with? You was at work for 17 hours today?
Yo.
Who you seeing?
Don't not answer your phone. Don't not answer your phone, yo. Yo, let me tell you, man, I've had to do shit that was the thing that made me assess myself and reach and look for something better, man. Because I said it has to be, this is a very good topic, man. Real shit. This is a good topic because there are women that are, women are emotional creatures, but they have to become emotionally intelligent. Men are a lot more emotionally intelligent when, you know what I mean? You're a man, and because we speak out of facts, we don't live within our hearts. Women are very emotional, so they're emotionally imbalanced and they're not emotionally intelligent. So they tend to do a lot of things. So that's what made me seek when I was like, yo, I'm gonna get back out here and date. You know what I'm saying? It made me seek people who are emotionally intelligent, not just physically attractive, but emotionally attractive. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally attractive as far as just their makeup. So like what you're saying with that is that if I have to, I've had to take pictures of the gas pump, and send them like, look, this is where I'm at the gas pump to verify, like really, because they're so emotionally, and just unbalanced, and they need that to secure them. And it's like, if I have to do all that, it's not worth it, You got to do too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know people will go, but how she get there? Boom, boom, boom. And it's like, look, this is why men have to be men. And, I never thought I would say this, but being an asshole is and I'm going to say and tell you why I say I'm an asshole, because I'm not an asshole, but what people tend to call an asshole is somebody that they can, if they can manipulate you, or when they can't manipulate you and you have your own opinions, then you're an asshole. You know what I'm saying? When you can't be manipulated and you have your own opinions, you're a fucking asshole. He's an asshole because you just don't go by what they say. So
you don't subscribe to their bullshit.
Yeah, right. So the thing is, I learned that, when I'm an asshole and I'm just being straight, like, it's honestly, women respect it, even though they may call you that and joke with you, but they respect it because you're being honest. And I tell them like, this, like I told you, I've dated, and I tell women like, look, we're not going there because I don't want you in that way. So it don't make no sense to me and you laying down. We can be friends, we can kick it, be cool, but I don't even want to go that way. That's unhealthy. And I just don't want anything unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? That was the number one thing, is like, have emotional health around you, is everything. So it's just like, I don't want anything unhealthy anymore. Sometimes because you're in those situations, you know what I mean? You out dating, you end up in a lot of unhealthy shit. And you don't realize because you're around other unhealthy people. You know what I'm saying? When I say unhealthy, emotionally unhealthy. And because they've been in some toxic things, so they bring that over there, or this person's been, this guy treated them a certain way because he was a bitch nigga, so he didn't do right. So now you're trying to fill his shoes and shit, meaning fill up his shoes that he didn't fill. You're trying to make up for everything, and that's not the shit, man. So that's why people, when you enter into a relationship, and I know this is not about relationships, it's about emotions, but make sure before you get back out here and you dating, man, and you single, like I always say, date yourself, assess yourself, and make sure emotionally you're whole.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense showing up to a pizza party, man, with one slice in the box. And there's 6 people there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to come as a whole pizza, man. You got to come whole. So then that way you're and that person on the same level. Even if you got a friendship, man, or a partnership in business, or just a family member, you guys have to be whole. So then that way you guys can see eye to eye, where it's like, this is what we're doing. This is the kind of work we got to put in. And being whole is important, man. Because even when you're emotionally whole, you need to be emotionally whole in business.
Right.
Yo, so then you're not in your feelings. When somebody goes, Sharif, your tech didn't get there for, it cost me my client. You can't ask for payment. You got to let it go. Like, yo, just take that off and I'll send another guy out there. We'll clean it up, but you don't got to pay me for this. That's emotionally whole. You let it go. You can't, what my guy, he still showed up and you just trying to get money. And it's like, yo, that's emotional shit. So when you learn all this shit about yourself, trust me, it's a great thing when you sit back and you learn and you assess yourself and you start just working on you, man. It makes you feel, that's why you smile. That's why you walk around and you feel good, because you don't have all that shit no more. You don't have all that shit around you. And a lot of that stuff is weighing people down, man. So, even when you so you want to say something about that?
Yeah, I mean, and guys, you gotta, and you have to realize too that you are being manipulated. If you don't know you're being manipulated, then this ain't the show for you.
Right.
But
right.
It's almost second nature to women to manipulate. I'm sure every guy here has experienced, this conversation. And it goes back to women taking stuff personal. You trying to make your relationship better. And you might say, honey, there might be something that's bothering you. Mm-hmm. And you want to talk to her about it. But she's going to take it personal, like you coming down on her. No, I'm just trying to make things smoother for us. I'm bringing something that you might not know you doing so that we can get past it and move on. But she gonna want to take it personally. Every guy has heard this before. Oh, well, you ain't happy with me? Well, fuck it. I'll just leave. I'll go out and find somebody else. You know what you do? You know what you do to take your power back then? Call her bluff.
Right.
Call her bluff. just be no emotion involved. She said, I'll find somebody else. Just be like, all right.
Yeah.
You be surprised.
Yo.
That and it's something else that when you having an argument, listen. This is almost like pressing the reset button on a woman. Listen to what they're saying. All right. And if it gets to the point where it's the argument just going on and on and on and on, never say, I understand how you feel. Okay, never say that. The reason being, because once you say the word feel, she hits you on an emotional level.
You can't,
So you can't say that. But you want to see, if you say this, just if it's getting to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm ready to just end this argument. We're going to have to agree to disagree, and she still want to go on. I'm telling you, if you just say these words, just say, why? Or why do you think that way? Don't say, why do you feel that way? Why do you
feel? Right. You're right. You're right about that.
Way? Seriously, you're going to see this. Like you just hit a reset button, Nick. What? Think. Yeah, I'm asking you to think, not feel right now.
Right.
Think about what you just said. And again, guys deal more on logic. I'm not going to yell at you and bring some emotional shit into it. But just realize that they're going to try to manipulate you emotionally, and don't let it happen. Take your nuts back, man.
So you have to make them think. You can't get into the emotions and the feelings and all that. Make them think, answer questions.
Yeah.
So you can end it and then be like, see, come on, man, that doesn't even make any sense. Can we eat? And always, fellas, don't be the bitches after an argument or whatever the situation is. Take out the dinner. Just going to throw them. That's going to change everything. Real shit, man. At the end, be like, I'm hungry. You hungry? After the argument, do that. I'm hungry. You hungry? And you're going to see she's still in her emotions. And that's when you say to her, this is what I'm talking about. I just want to feed you. I want to eat. You hungry? She'll come out of it. She'll get out of it. She's going to recognize her shit at that moment because you're still going to eat. Like, look, it's dinner. We got to eat. I'm hungry. You hungry? Let's go eat. Fellas, you cannot win arguing with a woman emotionally. You can't. There's no winning. She is going to win every time. So what you have to do, like C said, man, is use your mind, man.
Hit the reset button.
Right. Hit that reset button. Real shit, man. So let's get into this, man. And I'm not a Trekkie, But obviously, C is a Trekkie, man.
I'm a Trekkie, man.
He said Mr. Spock had it right. Emotions are illogical. What do you mean by that?
Yo, emotions are illogical. There's no real reasoning behind emotions, especially the negative ones.
Right.
Mr. Spock was just always, people would call him cold-hearted because he didn't get angry, he didn't get sad. He was never happy. He showed you everything was just cool, calm, and collected on the outside. No matter what was going on, the fucking Enterprise could be getting ready to blow the fuck up. Everybody else is running around. Oh, we got to get out of here. What do we do? What do we do? Oh, the warp drive is down. We can't. Yo, Mr. Spock is just like, yo, all right, this is what we need to do first. That's done. Let's get this done. Let's get that done. No sweat, no panic, no nothing. And he bring him out the situation. Boom. Damn, Spock, how'd you do that? Everybody was emotional around me. I was the only one thinking. And that's it. That's it. If everybody is always emotional around you and you're the only one thinking, you get shit done.
You get shit done. Nah, that's real shit. See? That's real shit. Nah, that's real shit right there, man. I want to share something real quick. Hold on.
And I like to give like a little scenario to people sometime, and just to see whether they think emotionally or they thinking logically. So, Russia's getting ready to drop the bomb on us. We know it's going to take 17 minutes for the bomb to get here. So in the meantime, we know it's tense situations between the U.S. and Russia. You know what? You take the time, Reef, you go out, you build a nice bomb shelter and everything in your house. You get everything all prepared. You say, look, while this is going on, nobody can go more than 16 minutes away from home. I don't care if you're seeing your friends or whatever. You got to be within 16 minutes. But your son, he going to do his own thing. He going to go see Honey. He like, yo, I've been trying to hit this for a while. Maybe I could use the bomb shit to finally get her to give in. So he's 20 minutes away. He come. The bomb hits, you're in the shelter. After the bomb hits, your son is knocking on the door trying to get in. He all fucked up. Every woman that I ask this question to, they like, we got to let him in. We got to let him in. He's radioactive now. He's dead already. We can't do nothing for him.
Right.
We're not opening the door. That shit may sound cold-hearted.
But
so you're gonna open the door and kill everybody else. That's that emotion.
That's emotion, man.
The logic says no, don't open the door because everybody's gonna die.
But the logic, I already seen the fact that he was in these emotions going to try to hit Honey or do whatever he was doing. He already known what needed to be done. He wasn't there.
Right.
He already knew the risk.
And then here's the other part that I hit him with too. If he wasn't in his emotions and he didn't want you to get into his emotions, he knew the bomb went off. He shouldn't even showed up at the door to put his family through that.
No doubt.
He made that decision to go 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
He can't bring that. He can't. Why are you going to bring that onto your family? So they looking at the door, you all burnt up and all fucked up. And
that's what I was saying. See,
even showed up at the door.
Yo, that's what I was saying when I was like, yo, whether you have a mood or not, you don't call nobody to transfer that energy, that negative energy. Mm-hmm. You hold that energy. And I call people like that do that, energy suckers. They want to come and transfer that negativity. So like your son being out there, he's coming to, you shouldn't even bring that. To keep your ass down where you was at the girl's house, burn up with her. And I mean, and being real. And it sounds cold, like you said, but it's real. It's like, listen, if you're thinking logically and logical, you're thinking right, you're going to be like, yo, fuck shorty, yo. I'm here, family, boom. You're going to think right. If you on some other shit, you also, and you still like, look, and I'm going to get this ass before I die. And if that was your mission as your pops, son, I see you, yo, get that ass. You know what I mean? If that was your mission, you wanted to go out because you thinking the world's going to end and you like, fuck it, I'm going to let you go do your thing. That's, hey, no love lost. If that was your decision at the end, like, pops, this is the time for, you know what I mean? Like, yo, that's you. That's what you want to do. We might make it. If you go, I mean, All right, that's 50-50. He's taking a 50-50. All right, I got him. Go ahead.
Like, go get that ass, but the door is closing.
Right, at this time. Yo, it's up to you, right? So the thing is, don't put yourself, that's what that says too, fellas. Don't put yourself in a fucking risky situation in the last minutes. You know what I mean? Like, think logical, man. Think like we got to think. And that's why I said, men, we're masters of the mind. And that's why what this war against, and this is what people don't understand, this war that we're dealing with between races, it's a mind war, man. And once people get out these emotions, we'll get ahead. Once you get out your emotions, we can get ahead. It's up to you if you want to. And a lot of times people don't realize it's not about all this other shit that's going on. It's all emotional, man. The whole BLM, everything that's going on, the killings, it takes and keeps us in our emotions. If we learn to control those emotions, like it says right here, you know what I'm saying? Uncontrolled emotions usually end up with the same result. Somebody getting fucked up, which in our case is Black America. We end up fucked up. We got to get up out of our emotions and start using our minds and playing this game. It's a strategic game. And these motherfuckers play to win. They come to the court suited up, Jordans on, and they like, yo, I'm dunking on everybody. You know what I'm saying? So they come out here to win. And if you're out here on the court and you're like, oh, they didn't send my mom in the front row, they got her in the bleachers, they trying to throw you off your fucking game. And that's why you lost the game, because you worrying about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with the game. They could at least put my mom. Look at that shit. I'm seeing what I'm saying. You're going to lose the fucking game because your mind ain't in the game. Get your mind in the fucking game, man. The shit I don't appreciate, and let me say use the word appreciate, is that fact that Kirk Franklin has some issues, household issues, like we all do. Like we all have had with our children. We've all had them, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was with a son or a daughter that's, you know, whatever the situation is. We all know our personal shit. We all know what we've dealt with. The thing is, when this child gets to become a man, I ain't talking about a 22-year-old man or a 24-year-old man, somebody that's still young. I'm talking about a 32-year-old man. There is nothing else you need to do as far as explaining yourself to the world about how you talk to your son. That is a man you're talking to. You're talking to a man. Now, I know people have their feelings and their emotions and this, but listen, you know your issues with this boy. You know if he's been rebellious. You know if he's caused you problems. You know whatever the things that happen because the way the conversation went when you hear it online, play a snippet of it. And not all of it, because even I only listen to a snippet of it because I don't like to fill my mind up. And that's another thing, how controlling your emotions is stay out of all that negative shit. Keep all that, don't put all that shit in your head, because your mind and your heart and all that shit, it'll take you down.
I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. I will punch your neck, nigga. Don't you ever disrespect me. I did it.
So basically, like I said, I didn't listen to all of it, but enough that I heard that it was like, yo, he don't owe this dude no apology. And on top of that, you're a fucking grown man. Why are you on? Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to? And this is the thing. This is what the media does. And it also Kirk could be a part of this shit where it's a moneymaker. It's a moneymaker, man. And we gotta, as Americans and people, we got to realize that sometimes some of these celebs do money making things, man. They be skits. You know what I mean? They be skits for everybody, man. It gets them all across every fucking news thing. Boom. You know, they IG pages and all that shit. And listen, so you can't get too wrapped up in it. But what I needed to say was nobody owes a grown ass 32-year-old son an apology. Or have to apologize to the world about how you talk to your son when he's disrespectful. You don't got to do that shit. You know, now between you and your son, if you guys want to apologize, that's something on the side. You guys want to apologize to each other on the low and be like, hey, on the side behind, you know, on you know, behind the screens, do it. That's up to you. But as far as all this shit, man, nah, man. That's that. I call that the get the fuck out of here, bitch nigger, fuck up of the day. That goes in all categories because it's unnecessary, man. You're a 32-year-old grown ass man. Your father ain't got to say shit to you. Like, come on, man. Like, you're a grown ass man. You done probably cussed at the way that you act. You probably cussed at some bitches. You put your father shit out there. You done probably talk to bitches the way that your father was talking to you. So, and sorry for seeing bitches. See, I was in a rant moment. So, but yeah, but you probably talk to some women like that, man. So come on, man. Like, stop, get out your feelings. That's that emotional stuff. And that's why this was a part of this episode. And I'm glad, like, yo, man, sometimes some of this stuff just lines up together. It's like we said this was the episode, and then all of a sudden that emotional shit happens. You know what I mean? Yep. Yeah, man. But yeah, he's a bitch nigga, man. He need to get out his emotions.
Yeah. My rant, it's about these vaccines, man. Everybody and their grandmother got something to say about these vaccines. And bottom line, in my opinion, is that, look, if you want to take it, take it. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. But everybody's looking for this, everybody's looking for that. But the real thing behind it is, look, it's going to be side effects. It's a drug. All right? Everybody's not going to react the same way to it. So, yeah, you're going to get some people with some messed up stuff happening to them that take the vaccine. You're going to get some people that everything is all right. But people, I understand it's a pandemic and this is what's in the news, but realize that all drugs is like that. Have you ever taken the time to read the back of a fucking Tylenol box and the fucking side effects it could have?
Right.
Have you ever read the back of a vitamin bottle about some of the everything that's not natural that you put into your body that's man-made is going to have side effects. So we need to just stop getting up in arms about all the side effects. It's going to happen. And just in case you don't know, this is how these pharmaceutical companies get down. They create a drug and they go, you know what? This is a great drug. We found the cure to baldness. We're going to make $10 billion off of this drug. But you know what? Some of the people that take it, their fucking ears and their lips are going to fall off. Right. And we're going to get hit. So you know what? We're going to make 10 billion, but we probably going to have to pay out 500 million in lawsuits. I can live with that. Now my profit is only $9.5 billion. It's still a win for me. That's the way they work. They plan for the lawsuits. So it's not a loss for them. So just understand, every drug that you take is going to have some side effects. Everybody ain't going to come out of that shit okay. So it's a personal choice for you. You either take it or you don't. But just shut the fuck up now. I'm tired of it.
Yo, listen. The thing is what's out there in the news. That's that emotional shit again. It's so much shit being put out there that people are afraid. Like, I get asked it all the time. Yo, are you going to take it? I said, and I'm going to be real. I'm going to give y'all my answer like I give everybody else my answer. I haven't thought about it. That's the real shit, man. I'm being real. I haven't thought about it. I've never taken the flu shot. I'm 43 years old. I've never taken a flu shot. I can ride about 6 miles on a bike. I jog. I'm good. I've never taken a flu shot. I've been good, man. So listen, all I'm saying is whatever you gonna fucking do, do it. Whatever you're not gonna do, don't do it. There's things that you do and there's things that you don't do. And that's just, you know what I mean? That's the logical way of seeing things. And a lot of times y'all spend your time wasting time. Like, I don't even talk about it when people tell me like, yo, you gonna take the thing? Yo, what you think about it? What you gonna do with this? If it is, and that's like, and I get it. People are afraid. You can't live in fear. And like C said, the losses are there. So whether you take the drug and you fucking collapse, that's up to you. You know what I mean? It's a decision you have to make and live with and realize that's what's gonna happen. So, like, I don't know, man, but I'm not a fucking doctor to tell you what you should do. But I definitely can tell you stop talking about this shit because you're killing yourself with the stress.
Yeah.
And you're gonna think you fucking died from the drug, and it's gonna be the stress that you fucking really died from. So stop stressing your fucking self. Real shit, man. This is the Real and Unapologetic podcast, man. Listen, the next episode, I'm gonna tell C don't even know about this one, yo. He don't even know about this one. Hey, I gotta pull up the phone on this one, man. And yo, real shit, man. People gonna think I'm crazy about this one, but yo, I was on IG, man, posting shit for the podcast, and I came across a midget girl that has a midget page with like almost a fucking billion followers or some type shit.
Hey, wait a minute, man.
Yeah.
The politically correct term is little person.
All right, little person. I came across a little person, and yo, real shit. This is how I think, and people don't understand this. This is how I think. This is why I'm who I am and why I keep pushing and moving forward, because I'm not afraid. So I reached out to her and asked her to come on the show. Real shit. Okay. And I'm waiting for a response. So we're going to see. And if not her, we're going to get us a little person, because I want to ask her real shit. This is on my mind because she had all these followers. And then what made me ask this and think about this is because I know all you motherfuckers out there want to know, like, real shit. This is so this is what I said. All right. Guys want to have midget sex with or little person sex, right? These guys, but they're fronting. See, they fronting. See,
you trying to tell us something?
No, not. I'm trying to say nothing. I'm telling you, they fronting because listen, I look, man, and I'm like, I would not do that. But then listen, I see my homeboy. Mm-hmm. He sold a page. Yo, I had to put that out, yo. I had to say why I thought about this, yo. So I wrote down, right? Yo, real shit. I'm posting shit for the podcast, but then I'm like, so I said, do you really want to be with her? These are the questions I had. I said, midget, little person, but I put midget sex, midget girlfriend, right? And I'm like, does he want the experience to fuck, or is he gonna represent when she comes through and be like, rock with her, like, yo, you know what I mean, family, this is, you know what I mean, my little shorty right here, literally my little shorty, you know what I mean, like, yo, this is my little shorty right here. And I was waiting to tell you this, see, because I want to see your reaction when I say this shit, because I wrote this shit, that then when I seen him, yo, likes on every picture, I looked for this, because I seen it came in the feed, right? With like the booty shit, right? And I'm like, and I looked at him like, that's a midget girl. Like, and then I seen his name and shit. I'm like, this is my boy. And he on every picture, motherfucker, liking every one of them. I said, yo, is he trying to go at this? I said, do motherfuckers really? So that's my thing. Now I gotta know. You gotta know. I want to, and she said this in her shit. She said what she said, and yo, I represent short. Yo, no, not represent. I commend her. That's the word I want to say. I commend her because I learned some shit. I read her fucking shit. I just read one picture. She said a lot of small people don't use their wheelchairs because they're ashamed of what people might say to them. So they need wheelchairs because they're so small. You know what I mean? Because I guess their legs, it's like a baby that gets tired and they got to get in a stroller. They can't walk as far. You know what I mean? So this is real shit that we're dealing with that we don't know anything about. And I want to know about it and in a respectful way. I don't want to, it's not out of disrespect. I think this will help because people don't even know. So when they're called midgets, they don't like that shit. So now I'm starting to understand, like, damn, okay. Because she said that. She's like, so she got a picture with her chair and she's like, yo, I'm representing for my people, like her people, the small people, like, yo, this is what we deal with. And I'm going to use my chair and I hope they use their chairs. Like they need that shit. And I'm like, damn, okay, that's made me see. But my boy being on there helped me just learn all this shit. Cause I see this shit. I'm like, yo, you on here, yo, he on it hard. following. He's like liking every picture, yo. Yo, that's what made me research. And so, yo, she said this, and she was like, she said, what she said? She said, all the dudes that be faking it, knowing, all the dudes that be looking at me, and they girls talking to women like girls don't hate or something because your man really want me. So I really want to know how many motherfuckers be fronting, because they do that with the big girls too, see? They do it with the big girl. See, everybody had him a big girl. They don't talk about her.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. This is really unapologetic. I was in the thick girls before thick girls was a thing.
Right.
And y'all used to get on me about it.
Yo, I'm talking about the big girls. You talking about the thick. Thick is different. Unless you see it.
But back in the day, cats wasn't in the thick.
But no, what's thick to you? Because I'm gonna tell you a funny story real quick. Let's go into that. We're gonna have midgets on the show. So yo, when you see that episode, whatever episode that is, when you see that, make sure you tune in. Yo, it's gonna be that's gonna be a fucking one of the most epic shows. Yo, serious. We asking questions. You know me, I say whatever, but real shit. So yo, there's a story. So yo, there's a story. So about the thick girl thing. So I'm fresh out of New York. I go up to Boston. I'm like, yo, cuz, where's all the thick shorties? You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, where the thick shorties? You got some thick shorties. Back then, I ain't know he was in the big girls. And when I say big girls, I'm talking about 3+. 3+ though. So he's like,
wait, my cousin.
Yo, listen, this is why we go listen. This is the real unapologetic, man. So he calls him up. He's like, yo, boom, put her on the phone. I'm like, yo, what's up? Yeah. I'm like, yo, she sound nice. He's like, I said, cuz, how are they? You know, and I'm from New York. Thick to us is thick. Mm-hmm. You know, bow, 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 bow. That's everything. Everything is all over. You know what I mean? So he's like, yo, they thick. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, they thick. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, nice. I'm thinking thick, New York thick. Uh-huh. He thinking Boston thick. You know what I mean?
He thinking my 600-pound life thick.
Yo, wait. So we go over there. It's late, like maybe 1. Get over to the spot. First thing, we go down in the cellar, yo. Yo, real shit. They didn't even let us through the front door. Dungeon? We go in the cellar. Yeah, the dungeon. We get down in the cellar. Yo, real low. Like, yo, this is not a lot. Yo, they were like, you want some soda or something, juice? They go in the closet, get that soda out, yo. The baby's in a dresser drawer. I'm not bullshit. You think I'm playing, yo? I'm going to bring him on, yo, because we got some stories, some real shit. So, yo, the baby's in the dresser drawer. Yo, but listen, they were big girls, yo. And that was my first experience with a big girl. Everybody's done it, man. I did me one big girl, man. That's why I said guys will front and be lying like, yo, I never did. Yo, everybody got them with a big girl. Not a thick joint, a big girl. Everybody had that night where she was a little bit, you know, and yo, there's some beautiful BB, you know, big girls out there, you know, big back women, you know what I mean? There's a beautiful big back women. That's what the BBW is, yo. Listen, yo, for real, let me stop, man. On the real, man, we gonna get the midgets, small people, small women. Yo, but when I see my boy on there, man, I was like, man, yo, he was all over. Yo,
you gonna let him have it, yo.
Yo, wait, yo, when I seen him, yo, I was like, this dude's on and he didn't think nobody would find him. Because I wouldn't, yo, and there was a video, like, you know, everybody doing that little dance, like.
Turn away, I'll carbon beam, knock your legs off. Talk away from me, had to stand off.
So it was a video like that, and it was from my page, and I'm like, oh, what's this? So I seen her, and I'm like, huh? And it was little small. I got to get used to that. The midget, it was a small girl. So yo, I looked, and he's on and when I seen one, I'm like, is this dude really on? He's into this? it made me look at the other pics. And I was like, oh, he was on air. Yo, he must have went through her shit like this, like, and liked her joint. Yo, he must have liked it because that dude's in the midgets.
Man.
I just found out it's a secret, yo. I hope he don't see this episode because I'm gonna tell him. I gotta ask him. I'm gonna ask him first because I don't want to. You know, he might be into that. He might be into that. What you would do, yo? If it was me and you seen I was in it, like, you know what I mean? Well, it's for real, just for real.
I gotta know, yo. I'm gonna be like, yo, cuz, what's going on? You
right?
I don't.
But I'm just saying, what would you do? You'd be like, yo, that's what he into.
Yeah.
Would you laugh like I bring her to the joint, to the family joint outing?
I'd be shocked, but I don't think I would laugh. I'd be like, what?
He said shocked, yo.
That shit is a shocker, yo.
Yo, man, nah, man, but for real, yo. So, yo, when I see that, I was like, yo, I gotta bring this to see you guys. I know, yo. You want to know? You want to know? Like, I mean, is that a topic, man?
That's a topic.
That's a topic. I told you, yo. That's a topic right there. Because, yo, dudes would be fronting, and we could put that in with the big girls too. Because dudes be fronting, acting like they don't be one of them big girls. I be seeing them out there. Serious, yo. They be serious, yo. Yo, taking them pictures, acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like the model type, Joe. But yo, no disrespect to the big back. No disrespect to the big backs. You know what I mean?
Big backs.
Yo, that's what BBW is, man. Big back women, man. You know, but yo, let me stop, man. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, man. We gonna blow the whistle on this, man. But yo, we coming to the end. As far as the show Impossible Solutions, assess yourself, stay out of your fucking emotions, always speak with facts. That's it.
Yeah. And all I'm gonna say is, look, stay out the emotions. When you feel those emotions rising up, that's not telling you to react. You should train yourself to, when you feel them emotions rising up, train yourself to take a step back and start thinking. Let the brain kick in. All right? Don't let the emotions kick in. Give the brain a chance to kick in and say, oh, wait up. This is what I'm going to do. And just, like I said, think logically, man. Let logic take over.
Right. The real review was C. And we got the DJI Mavic 2 Pro drone. On last episode 2, I forgot to plug in that the Apple glasses, that image. So I'm going to show that right now. The Apple glasses, show that right now so you guys can see the images of the Apple glass. Them joints is tight that we talked about on episode 11. You know what I'm saying? So I forgot to plug those in there, but we're going to throw them in right now so you can check those. Like right now, like I said, we on that DJI Mavic 2 Pro drone. You got to be loving drones. You know what I mean? Yeah, so ladies, this is definitely probably a good move. You know, your husband, your boyfriend in the drones, definitely check this one out. But I'm going to let C take over.
Yeah, I mean, those people who are fans of drones, man, yo, DJI did it again, man. Their first drone was the bomb, but this one is even better. I mean, the battery life. I remember when drones first came out, man, you could get 10 minutes flight time charging the battery for 6 hours. Now you got like 34 minutes of flight time on this drone. It's foldable. It can almost fit in your back pocket, man. You can fold it up, put it in your book bag or whatever you're carrying, man. Look, 4K camera. I mean, auto land. The thing is amazing, man. Speed up to 36 miles an hour, and it's got something called what is it called? Air sense. So it'll detect and avoid collisions on its own. So if you don't know what the fuck you're doing with the drone will be like, look, stop, I got this, and it'll miss obstacles in its way. Like if you flying it in some trees and you mess up, it's like, all right, I'm not hitting this tree, and it'll fly itself out, auto return, auto land.
That's crazy.
It's nice.
Yeah, that's crazy. That sound crazy, yo.
$799.
Nice.
You know, they don't want you to fly above 400 feet, but it can go above 400 feet. And
why not fly above 400? What's up with that?
And they feel you're in the flight path of helicopters and planes and all of that. So,
yo, you know, there's dudes that can get their licenses and all that and fly for like, you know what I mean? Fly drones for like the U.S. Air Force and shit like that.
Yeah. And not only that, soon it's going to be a job, yo. Amazon is going to be coming out and delivering packages with drones in the near future.
Nice.
They're going to be needing drone pilots unless they're going to automate that too to keep from having to pay people. But, you know, they're going to need
I think they're going to do the pilots. But see, with a drone like this that can do auto return, all that shit, this shit might be able to do it itself.
Yeah. Yo, but check it out, man. $7.99 Amazon. Yeah.
Yo, again, you heard that on the Real and Unapologetic podcast. That was the DJI Maverick 2 Pro drone. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all check that out. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Reef and your boy C. And we ending this like this, man. See y'all later, man. We see you on episode 13. Maybe about the midgets.